How's everybody doing? Welcome to Sunday Bible Study. And we're going to finish up with one more verse in Revelation 19. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and the fowls were filled with their flesh. So that's the birds eating on what the last group that was alive that Jesus slain, that he killed when he returns on the white horse, with us in tow, we assume. Who is the remnant? Because the remnant is referred to as the Jewish people, but we would suspect not all of them are called. I would think it would be the remnant of the kings of the earth. It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous. So there's no other Bible verse that I know of that we can bounce this off of. So, did I close my printer? Yeah. So that's, you know, it just means whoever was left over, who hasn't been killed yet by his wrath. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and the great chain in his hand. And he laid hold of the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. So now the church gets to commune with Jesus in a newly built Israel. But this is not the new Jerusalem that will be of heaven. This is an earthly reign. And he laid hold on that dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and seal upon him that he should not deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. And when you look up 1,000 years, it means 1,000 years. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. So now you're looking at judgment. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus. This is the church, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark on their foreheads or on their hands, and they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. And the rest of the dead lived not again, these are the goats, until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection, which occurred when? At what people call the rapture. They say that because that was the Catholic word for snatched up or caught away, harporizo. Um, G726, Blue Letter Bible. I say Gigi? I don't believe I did. To seize, carry off by force, to seize on, claim oneself eagerly, to snatch out or away. It is throughout Matthew twice, John 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 4, 5, Acts twice, 2 Corinthians. It's used in different ways at different times. 1 Thessalonians 4:17, and we which are alive remain will be caught up together with them in the clouds and to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. And also in the Revelation 12, we're telling you that is, again, that's the church. We've been over Revelation 12, so just go back and review that. So the rest of the dead, the goats, in other words, did not live again until 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. On such the second death, which we'll be going over twice in this chapter, have no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. So that is repeated, I think, 3 times. Let's move on to John. And he saith unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto you, hereafter we shall see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus saith unto him, We have no more wine. Jesus said unto her, Woman, you're the queen of heaven. You're going to rule over the Catholic Church. Sorry, couldn't resist the sarcasm. Jesus saith unto her, Woman, what have I to do with you or this? My hour is not yet come. Does that sound like something you would say to the Queen of the Universe, the Queen of Heaven, which is the name of the church on I-4, Mary, Queen of the Universe? And later on, the disciples say, Jesus, your mother and your brothers are outside. They want to see you. And he goes, My mother and my brothers are those that do the will of the Lord. And he pointed to them and he said, My brothers. So, and of course, Mary was a sheep. That's not the point. But the point is, there's enough referenced in the New Testament to make sure that you know that Mary was just a person, not anything special. Jesus saith unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. His mother saith unto the servant, Whosoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Jesus saith unto them, Fill the water pots with water. And they filled them to the brim. And he saith unto them, Draw it out now, and bear it to the governor of the feast. And they bear it. And when the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, end of verse 9. So Jesus now just performed his first miracle. Would surely like to see what that looked like in New Living, because there seemed like there was something there that was interesting. Standing nearby, there were 6 stone water jars used for Jewish ceremonial washing. Each could hold 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus told the servants, Fill the jars of water. All right, just making sure. When I saw the number and, some type of Jewish ceremonial, I didn't know if maybe we could tie that to something else also, that it was symbolic, because all of his miracles in one way or another are symbolic of what he does to the sheep or the church. Gives them eyes to see, gives them ears to hear, removes their sin. Leprosy is a form of sin. The blind are given sight. The deaf are given the ability to hear. And of course, he gives us the ability to see the truth, hear the truth, removes our blindness. So you get the idea of what I was looking for there. All right. Love y'all very much.